everyone, it's Aaron from the Making Foundation. We're here for your Earth Day Make the Most post. Today is Earth Day. If you're watching this on Wednesday,
A few moments later.
22nd?
22nd, thank you. So, in honor of Earth Day, we thought we'd get outside. It's been really beautiful, but also really windy lately.
All right, Chris, I feel like I'm feeling the backwash of a jet engine.
So we have, as you can see, all of these like twigs and stuff that have blown out of the trees and cut a little bit off back here by the greenway, specifically for this project. What is this project? I thought with all these sticks around, we could build a cool lean-to. What's a lean-to? It's like a forge. So that's what we're gonna build today here at the Making Foundation remote location at the foot of Mo Mountain. All right, let's dig right into it. So we're gonna start by, we've got all our sticks here. We're gonna start by separating them out. We're gonna get all the little twigs off the branches, and our goal is to create as many, we're gonna go for about 6 foot tall, so it's about as tall as the average person is, maybe a little bit longer. We're gonna try and get some really straight sticks for that, okay? So, I'm gonna get my little helper here, and let's get to it. All right. And we're done. So we've got all of our sticks here kind of organized and pruned or trimmed. Went through and got all the branches off of these sticks, got all of them about 6 feet long. We're as tall as you, however big you want to make your lean-to. But we got all our sticks here, all of our little trimmings we put over in a pile over here. We're probably gonna end up using those later, but we've got the majority of our building materials right here. Now, a couple other things that you may need. Really, this does not take a whole lot. You can do this with no tools at all, with nothing to work with. You can use just your hands and taking those sticks. But we've got a single piece of rope that is about, I don't know, 6 feet long. What do you think? Maybe a little bit longer? Yeah. Not a whole lot, but it doesn't take much. And then, like I said, we were using some pruning shears, and I had a little pull saw that I was using to trim these up. Hey, wait a second. Quit eating our sticks. That's our lean-to. Sir. Okay. But one thing I also didn't mention, another thing I didn't mention, is you need to find your location for your lean-to. In our backyard, we literally have one tree that would work for this, so that's where we're going, right here. We've got all of our sticks here that we've picked off. Now, something important that I wanted to point out, I don't know if you could tell when I was doing that, when all that pruning, but we want our sticks to be pretty straight, but we don't want them to be entirely straight and free of branches like this, because unless you have a lot of rope, once you start stacking these, you need something for those cross pieces to rest against. So while we'll be able to make good use of this, excuse me, because I don't have a lot of rope, we need to leave some little branches on there. Now, I'm still cutting off the branches, but as you can see, I've left about, a few inches off each branch. And why that is important is these are going to be little shelves for us to put our cross brace pieces on there as we start building it. But there is one stick to rule them all out of our pile here, and that is going to be our keystone primary main stick. All right. What makes a good keystone stick? Well, it's got to be strong, it's got to be straight, and as you can see, I cut this one in a very specific way. So I got all branches off on this area here. Well, I didn't get them off, they didn't come on there. But up here, I've got this one here, and then I cut it here. And if you kind of look, it kind of looks like the tree's coming to give you a hug, which is appropriate for Earth Day. So, let's give this tree over here a hug with our keystone stick. We're going to go up against there. And now we're going to kind of set this in the ground here. And that is our very first key got that there. I'm gonna take a couple other ones and set those up as well, and then we'll check back in just a minute. Okay, so we've got our keystone piece here, and I've got a couple others that kind of hug the tree in a similar way. So now, theoretically, we could just keep leaning these around the tree, and eventually we would create a little tunnel inside. But that's not gonna give us a ton of room, because your surface height is only going to be at this one high spot. Everything else is going to come around it. So what we'd really like is a piece that comes straight across here. So that would be a great use for our single straight stick. I think, what do you think? Does this look like a good one, or do we have any taller straight ones? Do you see here? Maybe this one? That's a good one. That's a good one. You know what? I'm going to say this one because I think it's going to be a little bit stronger. And again, it's got these pieces on it that we could probably use. So what we need to do now with our one main cross piece, and we can add more as we come down, but also cut it off. You just gotta get creative, get in here and see how he's trying to break this so it gets in there nicely. Extremely windy day. But, all right, Elsa. You help me. You need to take Scout. I'm not a Boy Scout, so I'm not great at knots, but that's okay, because I'm good at improvising. Hey helper, can you give me that string again?
Yep.
Here and come around it this way so I can cinch. That. Now use this last little bit of rope here to kind of make sure that we're nice and secure across here. I'll loop back here. Again, we're looking at this as like an emergency shelter, so we don't have any load-bearing walls to worry about. We're just trying to keep ourselves entertained here. So we've got our extremely improvised knot. Oh, that's special as soon as I think of it. But now we've got our cross piece. Pretty wiggly, not worried about that because we are going to reinforce it. Now, helper, we're going to get all the sticks that we can lean up against this stick. Okay, so I'm going to take a stick like this. We're going to lean it up there. May have gone a little bit high. We may need some focused. High. Let's see what their length is like. We'll be able to. All right, here's a great one, and this is one we're going to put in upside down because it's got a hook here. We're going to kind of hook it here. It's okay that it doesn't touch the ground. Building a bit of a wall up here. So Okay, so ran out of sticks and we decided that we're gonna close in the corner on this piece over here. So it'll really only have one entrance. So had to stop, get some more sticks, gonna prune those down. Hopefully you have enough. Okay, so we're back. We've got all of our all of our clippings woven in here for some privacy. So now let's take a closer look at exactly what we've ended up with. What we got? Where's our entrance?
Right here. I decided to leave a thing open so we can actually get in.
Yeah.
And then I also decided this is a good stick.
That's a big one. That's a big one. All right, so we've got privacy there. We've got lots of good room in there. Look, I can even fit in here. We're in there. We got some privacy.
You'd probably have to sit.
I'd probably have to sit, sure. But all this was done with stuff that we just found in the yard, which one says we had a lot of stuff in our yard. Yeah, some of the stuff in the greenway. All right, we are all set with our lean-to. We're gonna go ahead and call this done, I think, because we're out of stuff in our yard, but we could certainly add some more privacy to it, a little bit more greenery. But what we've ended up with is something that is super stable. It'll probably be there for a while until
Like
I get.
a week.
Yeah, probably
We're
longer.
gonna make like a tree house up there.
Yeah, when we're gonna do a tree house at some point, so it'll have to come down before that, but we'll leave it here for a while. Super stable. Again, cost nothing. It was an awesome afternoon outside. Again, a great project for Earth Day today. So I hope you guys get out there and make the most of this. Please tag your projects. We'd love to see your forts, your lean-tos. We'll post them on our Facebook. Hashtag make the most. I'm Aaron from the Making Foundation, and this is
Elsa!
from the Making Foundation.
Yeah!
And you've been watching
Ow.
Make the Most. Happy Earth Day.